The moment I stopped fighting tinnitus, everything changed. So, when I came to the realization that fighting it was not going to help me, it was very disheartening because my entire life I'd been raised to fight for good grades in school, fight for the person you care about, fight for your job, fight for your race, fight. Right? You're fed like fighting movies, like you watch 300 and Braveheart and Fight Club, and you're like as a man, your entire life is just fighting. I should say as a person too, right? So you're always fighting for your rights. Got to fight the political opponents. So when you come up to something that fighting doesn't help, in fact, it makes it worse. That's a really hard concept to understand. And for me, I was like, hey, what do you mean I can't fight this? Like, in fact, fighting it is going to make it stronger, worse, harder to overcome if I fight it. And that's exactly what I'm saying. And I can understand, and I can really resonate with people who have a hard time grasping that concept of not fighting your tinnitus. Because it's not in our nature as humans to surrender to something that we find threatening. I wish doctors would tell us this about tinnitus, the psychological component, but that is exactly how tinnitus has to be approached. It can't be this enemy that you must get rid of because that's going to make it stay and make it worse. You have to cultivate a neutral reaction and a neutral response to it. And you have to provide space for it to exist. I mean, it's already here, so you might as well allow it to be. And in that allowing it to exist, and that allowing it to be, you actually steal it of its authority over you. You rob it of its ability to cause you to suffer when you allow it to exist. I always say the quote, that which you resist shall persist. And so in life, there are endless scenarios where we will come up to things, we could come up to things that we can't fight. We're helpless to fight. Yeah, I could name a bunch. Me personally, I've been, especially with anxiety and depersonalization and different things like that. I've come up against a lot of them. I simply couldn't fight it. I simply couldn't will it away. So then I was forced to have to accommodate it, to change my reaction towards it. And some of the situations were not easy, and tinnitus was not easy to allow it to exist. Because you see it as a threat. You see it as a monster, an enemy. Like, why would you want to provide space for a monster or an enemy to exist? That sounds crazy. And that's the thing. You have to change your label. You can't label it as a monster. You have to, at the very least, have a neutral disposition towards it. See it as something that, well, it is what it is. It's just a sound. It's not a threat. It's a paper tiger. And if you can do that, and it's not easy, especially it depends on where you're at with it, but it's not easy. But if you can do that over time, it just fades into the background. It fades as another sound and awareness. It has no more authority over your life. It doesn't get to decide how you feel in a day. It doesn't get to decide what you do. It doesn't run the show. You're in control. And so by choosing to change your reaction to it, by choosing to not fight it, you win. You win when you don't fight tinnitus because you rob it of the power, the only power it had over you. So how do we do that? Well, we have to reframe our thoughts. We have to soften ourselves to it. This takes time. This is gradual. And everyone's different. I tend to have a very, overthinking type of brain, I guess you would say. And so for me, habituation takes longer. Integration takes longer. Things take longer because my brain is always wanting to fight things. And I think this was from trauma in my childhood, or, always feeling like, things were like the system was not on my side. That's a whole nother video, but everyone's in a different place. But I can tell you this: if I can do it, anyone can do it. Literally anyone can do it. And so, yeah, you're not hopeless at all. You have so much hope. If like I said, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And that's the truth. I hope you believe it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment below. I love reading your comments. Good or bad, I don't care. If you want to hate below. It's completely fine. And share this video with someone that's going through tinnitus, because they really need to hear the story of hope, the story of redemption, because it does exist. And make sure to smash the subscribe button. It really helps the algorithm, and it doesn't cost you anything. And if you want to pick up my free 7-day tinnitus course, you can do so below. You can get the course for free when you sign up to a free trial for the app, tinnitus.health. I look forward to seeing you all in there. We have a Discord in there too as well, so come talk to me in the Discord. You get that with the free trial. But I look forward to talking to you later.